2025 is shaping up to be an extraordinary year for LEGO fans. With new exciting ideas, there's something for everyone to look forward to this year. Whether you're into Pirates of the Caribbean, Transformers, or even Batman, this year's lineup promises to deliver some unforgettable sets. So let's get into this video where I'm going to highlight all the sets I'm looking forward to the most in 2025. The first one is going to be Soundwave. As a big Transformers fan, I'm absolutely pumped to see him making his first appearance this year. This will be our first Decepticon Transformer in LEGO, and they made a perfect choice. He's one of the cooler characters in the franchise that turns into a boombox. And he normally carries that same retro vibe. The colors he sports are so vibrant and fun, and I imagine they'll follow the Generation 1 design like they have with the other two. One of the most exciting features of Soundwave is his cassette deck, which holds smaller Transformers inside. I'm curious to see which ones LEGO includes in the set. Overall, this should be an amazing addition to the Transformers lineup, and I can't wait to see it. It'll be nice to finally have a Transformer to oppose Bumblebee and Optimus. The next set I'll talk about is the Black Pearl. And this one has me absolutely ecstatic because we are finally seeing the return of Pirates of the Caribbean. Besides Star Wars, this was my favorite LEGO theme growing up. The Black Pearl is an absolute icon of the franchise, and LEGO pirate ships are always incredible, giving everyone something to look forward to in this set. Our last Pirates of the Caribbean ship, the Silent Mary, was an absolutely phenomenal build. If LEGO puts that same level of detail in this upcoming Black Pearl, I will be absolutely ecstatic. Hopefully this set will take the route of the Silent Mary and give us a super detailed build. I'm also hopeful that we will see more from this theme. With the Lord of the Rings return, maybe Pirates of the Caribbean can do a somewhat similar style. We don't need many sets, but honestly, if we just got the main pirate ships from the franchise, I'd be happy. No matter what happens though, I'm going to be counting down the days till this Black Pearl comes out. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, Bag End is going to be our big Lord of the Rings set next year. All these new LEGO Lord of the Rings sets have been incredible so far, and I'm thrilled to see Bag End joining the lineup. The famous Hobbit Hole is such a charming and iconic location, and this larger scale version should be fantastic. We've seen Bag End before, but this promises to take it to the next level. One thing that piques my curiosity is if they're going to include any minifigures from The Hobbit, or if they're going to stay focused on Lord of the Rings. I wouldn't be surprised if they just stick with Lord of the Rings, but I do think it would be a missed opportunity to not even at least give a nod to the Hobbit franchise. Rivendell captured such an elegant forest-like vibe that matched its scene perfectly. I'm hoping Bag End brings the same lively and detailed essence to the Shire. I have a lot of confidence in this set though, as the two previous ones have been amazing. There is another Lord of the Rings set coming out this year, and that is Gandalf vs. Durin's Bane. This set is going to be a book nook, and I actually really like that. LEGO is branching out, and a book nook is such a creative direction. This iconic scene is legendary from the movie, and I'm curious to see how LEGO will display it. Even though I'm not a book collector, this set is cool for a franchise that started on paper. It's a unique way to celebrate the franchise, and I'm eager to see how it turns out. I'll probably end up buying it even if I'm not going to use it for a book nook. The next set I'm looking forward to next year is actually a minifigure series for the Spider-Verse films. This is going to be absolutely amazing. I have always wanted more sets from the Spider-Verse movies, but I haven't considered how perfect a minifigure series would be. With so many unique characters in those films, the potential here is enormous. Spider-Man 2099 is the one I'm looking forward to the most, but there are so many great other variations of Spider-Man as well. I would also like to see us get some villains like the Prowler too. It would be lame if it's only Spider-Man included, and none of the famous villains from the franchise. This is easily the most excited I've ever been for a minifigure series. I'm not a huge fan of the blind bag concept, but in this case I might have to make an exception. This next set you're not going to believe. A Sam Raimi Spider-Man set in 2025. The train battle from Spider-Man 2. Who would have thought? They made sets for these films back when they came out, but it's been silent ever since. LEGO rarely goes back and does sets from old movies too, so this is just completely out of left field. Getting back to the set though, at $50, it won't be a massive build, but I do imagine a train car or two featuring Doc Ock and Peter. This scene is one of Spider-Man's best fight sequences ever, so I'm thrilled to see it getting remade. The biggest takeaway though is that LEGO is willing to make these sets from older movies like this. Hopefully this isn't a one and done deal, as there are so many other iconic scenes from these movies that deserve to be made into LEGO. The next set I have to talk about is the Hogwarts Tower. Now, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I've always loved the Hogwarts sets. The architecture of the castle is stunning, and at a $200 price point, I can't wait to see how this tower turns out. The rumor is that it's going to be the main tower, which I would assume is Dumbledore's office. That would be incredible to see. Of course, the exterior will fall mostly in line with the rest of the castle and will look great, but the interior would be something else. They would have to include an interior packed with all of his magical knickknacks seen in his office. As cool as that would be though, I hope they do take this in more of a display direction. $200 gives them a lot of room to work with, so ideally they'd build up this tower pretty nicely and give us a full set. And while it still might not be a set I'm going to buy, I am excited to see how it turns out. After that, we have the Arkham Asylum. A huge $400 Arkham Asylum set sounds super exciting. This is a chance for LEGO to include a ton of iconic villains from Gotham City. The Batcave Shadow Box was a bit of a letdown for me, so I'm really looking forward to seeing LEGO nail this one. At a $400 price point, this should be a full-featured set with tons of playability and display potential. If they stick the landing, it could be one of the more spectacular sets of the year. We've seen them tackle the Asylum before, and it's been great, so at this big of a price tag, they should have no problem giving us something great. The next set I'm looking forward to is a LEGO Game Boy. This set has my curiosity peaked very high. While I like the Game Boy itself, what excites me more is the potential for additional features or details that LEGO might include. It's hard to imagine it's just going to be a simple rectangular build with a couple buttons. There's got to be something more to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how LEGO surprises us with this one, whether that's a side build that comes along with it, or some kind of way to interact or view iconic games on the screen. I'm sure LEGO has something up their sleeve to make this set special. Now lastly, I have to talk about How to Train Your Dragon. We are rumored to get a buildable Toothless next year. Now I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies, so a buildable Toothless is such an exciting surprise for 2025. This wasn't on my bingo card at all, but I'm really interested to see how LEGO brings this beloved character into LEGO. It's great to see them branching out and expanding into even more themes and ideas. If they get the design and posability right, this set could be a standout for fans of the movies and LEGO collectors alike. With so many incredible sets on the horizon, 2025 is a year that promises to excite LEGO fans everywhere. From the return of beloved franchises like Pirates of the Caribbean and Lord of the Rings to bold new ventures like Buildable Toothless. Of course though, these are just my picks for my favorite sets that I'm looking forward to in 2025. I'm sure you all have your own. And if yours differed than mine, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are looking forward to most in 2025 from LEGO. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.